Hi, my name is Alex Sandoval. I am the president of the Mexican Financial Executives Institute in Juarez. And this is a summary of the press conference issued back on December 17. Well, the Mexican economy is clearly under a weakness situation, even along the IMEF indicators shown in the month of December for the data from November. The weakness is explained by the decrease in physical investment by the Ministry of Finance on 44% simply in October, as well as a decrease in transfer and subsidies of 47% in the same month of October. Also, the constitutional reforms had reduced the foreign direct investment, having only, during the third quarter, $511 million. On the first 9 months, only have $2 billion. This is the lowest amount since 2006, only excepting 2014. Donald Trump was elected president in the US, and he has provided threats against the Mexican and the Canadian economies to impose tariffs on their trade, imposing the possibility of renegotiating the USMCA, as well as inhibiting new investment, at least until new understanding and positions on the public policy of the USA are settled after January the 20th. These factors explain the substantial drop in the forecast for employment, 365,000 positions for 2024 and 350,000 for 2025. We believe that this data was going to be 550,000 for this year, and they are simply decreasing. Volatility on the exchange rate also is increasing the exchange rate potential to close in 2035 this year. For 2025, we have different expectations that are decreasing the amount of growth and chances for improvement on the economy. And this is due mainly because of the potential decrease on the grade supported by qualifiers on the Mexican debt. Standard & Poor's kept the sovereign qualification, but they are imposing this 3% deficit as a range between 2025 and 2027, which could be achievable because at the beginning we thought that they will expect the 3% only in 2025. So this is giving a chance for the Mexican government to reach the objective. But the threat inside the Mexican government are Pemex and the Electricity Commission, given their very bad financial situations and needs for more funding. Also, the constitutional reforms, mainly the judiciary and the elimination of the autonomous organizations, are going to impose in Mexico the requirement to increase the level of implementation to decrease the risks of having these reforms in place, and also their negotiations and policies from the new government in the USA. This is opening a chance for Mexican companies along the private and public association for public investment to be held in 2024. What are the projections for the Mexican economy? We will close 2024 with a GDP of 1.5%, inflation 4.44%. Just the first 2 weeks of December were 4.44%, so it's very close. The public deficit 5.28%. Given the efforts of the federal government during October, it's decreasing the bad scenario, but anyways, it's high. The monetary policy 10%. The Banco de Mexico just agreed on that last Thursday. The formal employment 365,000 positions this year. Exchange rate 20 pesos 35 cents per dollar, and the current account deficit 1%. For 2025, we're expecting the GDP to grow 1% on a deceleration process, inflation 4%, deficit against public debt 3.9%, monetary policy 8.5%, formal employment 350,000 positions, exchange rate 20 pesos 90 cents per dollar, and the deficit 0.95% negative on the current account. And for 2026, we're expecting a growth and a recovery, 1.8%, inflation 3.8%, the public deficit going down to 3.5%, not reaching the 3% expected by the qualifiers, but at least advancing notoriously towards it. Monetary policy, 7.5%, formal employment, 410,000 positions, exchange rate, 21 pesos per dollar, and the current account deficit, 1%. This is the full information for this closing of the year. I hope that you have a great 2025, a lot of health for you and your family, and we'll keep in touch in the following month. Thank you very much.